Hi Aquarius, thanks for joining me. This will be a general reading for you guys from the 1st to the 14th of August. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. Please check the description box below the video. All that information is in there for you. Also, please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, could be happening sometime in the future. And also please remember that these are general love readings. They won't resonate with everyone out there, so take what resonates with you or for you and leave the rest. The reason I'm doing another reading for you guys is the first reading was over, well, it's just shy of an hour long. Don't know if anybody's going to listen to that reading. Just hoping that the energies are going to pick up some momentum so I can get through these readings. I have actually tried to do your reading twice today. Okay, this is the third attempt or the fourth attempt at this reading to try and get out this message in a very concise way. The only problem is the first reading that I've just done, I'm getting frustrated now, was 40 minutes, 45 minutes long, and I'm like, I'm only through half the reading. Well, yeah, the first part of the reading. I closed it down and thought, I just can't do this. And I went through the second reading, and that was equally 40 minutes. So I don't know who or what Aquarius I'm connecting with, but I really wish they would just email me, because their energy is stuck around me. I've done cord cutting ceremonies, I've done everything to try and alleviate myself of the energy, not in a detrimental way, but it just interferes with the readings, and it feels like I'm solitaire in 007 movie. I'm just reading the cards for somebody out there, very specific Aquarius out there, that just wants to keep getting this message home, and it is huge. These readings are not of my own volition. I let my guides and my spirits give me the messages and that need to be heard. So you know, they're going through a tremendous transformative period at the moment, and it's just every reading, it's got a little bit of extra information in there. So I'm just going to see if I can try and condense it down into a watchable time frame, because I really worry that this person is never going to get out to the person that he needs to get out to because of the length of the video. Who wants to be sitting around watching somebody for an hour? Okay, let's face it. We don't. We want to see readings that are not snappy, but we want to see readings that are under 20 minutes and, you know, gives us insight into whatever moving forward. Obviously, my messages aren't like that because they're all spirit-led and it comes from a place of spirituality rather than just normal tarot readings. So that's the reason why they do give them in that format, and that's the reason why there is a length that some can take on an inordinate amount of time. I try not to deny it, but it's frustrating me now, and I don't even know why they call me to tell you this again. I don't even know who this person is. Seriously, I just want to give them a hug. Right, 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back. You stabbed yourself in the back, so it may seem a little bit matter of fact, but the energy is quite determined in this room now to get this message out in a very concise manner. So I do apologise, but after this is the fourth time I've tried to get this out now, so... Highest messages, thank you. That was quick. You want to send communication out, so whoever this Aquarius is lying on the ground defeated here, but he's getting up, like 8 of Wands, wants to send out communication to someone that they do consider to be their 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. It is a relationship or person that they feel they could have an emotionally fulfilling relationship with, that they can introduce their family to. 10 of Cups here, away from, look at that, the reason why you're on the ground here, it is a third party situation. You did choose wrongly, but you're very determined with these energies here. Thank you. I'm just saying thank you to my guides because it's condensed down a little now. So the Queen of Wands here and the King of Wands, divine connection, very determined to come in and say to this person, I'm really passionate about you. Communication. I want to communicate with you. I want a life with you. I choose you. You are my divine counterpart. You are my soulmate. Let's go and trailblaze. Let's go and do this. Let's just go and do this. And that's exactly what you're saying, Aquarius, or that's the energy that you're pushing out. That's what you want. And you want this wheel to turn with this communication here. You want to bring equilibrium and balance away from this third party situation nonsense You want to come at this as brand new. Princess of Swords. Eloquent use of language brings about balance and equilibrium in order to get this wheel to turn. So it says to me, you haven't spoken to this person in a long time. Communication is tiny, but the intent behind it is huge, because you're a bit worried about how the other person is going to receive you. And look at that, Queen of Swords, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, clearing away a psychological and emotional responses and the way that you run your relationships. So that past model of how you ran your relationships is no longer there. You don't want anything to do with it, because it gave you a headache. Look, being without this person gave you a headache. Seven of Swords, how do I get back to them? They are my divine counterpart. I feel really uneasy about this situation. Do I go towards them? Do I not? I have to sit in this miserable situation here, knowing that my soulmate is there on that ledge, and I can't look at them. I can't bring myself to interact with them, because I brought about a disturbance. I brought a low, it wasn't even you. I don't even think, this isn't the real you. Third party situations, no. It's not you. It's just something that happened. It's just something that happened. Okay, choice between two people. You chose wrongly. Forgive yourself. Come on. You feel like you can't even interact with this person here because of that third party situation, because of all the hidden things that were going on. You weren't truthful, but you have been daydreaming about this situation. Seven of Cups, you've gone through every scenario in the book thinking about this person. But the High Priest here, in order to move away from this way of thinking and feeling, in order to come towards this person here as a trailblazer, as confident, you're going to have to make incremental changes in your 3D setting. And this requires action. So you are cutting away the past. So you are making a change. And you're also making a change to your psychological and emotional well-being moving forward, because you want this to come into fruition. It's almost like you've been sending signs and synchronicities out to them, but it's in overload. Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius, please? Anything else for Aquarius in relation to this reading? Really? Okay. I'm just saying, just take them. Okay. You want to nurture this connection. The Lady card here. You do want to just go for it. Send out like communication. There's no communication between both of you. You are going to get some resistance though. People on the outside are trying to discourage you from doing it. And it's almost like an inner resistance to doing this. Why would you do that? Why would you sit in a space that's detrimental for you and not go towards somebody that you do consider to be your soulmate? Because you stole your energy away. You don't want to hurt them again. And I think that that's the biggest issue for you. You don't want to bring hurt back into their life. And the Justice card here. So really legally cutting a situation in order for you to be free, in order for you to come towards this person. That's the reason why it's taken so long. Because there's a legal separation that's going on. You don't want to bring some outside baggage into this connection again. You don't want to come towards this person with a person in tow. You want to be free and available. And the Strength card here, kindness and compassion, not only for yourself, more importantly than anybody else, but looking at your self-worth and saying, I'm worthy of making this beautiful future. I want to get there. Kindness and compassion. Looking at the past and saying, well, that's what I was, that's who I was then, it's not who I am now. And like waiting, Four of Swords, biding your time. You do want something that's very sexy, very intimate with this person. You do find them attractive, and you've never told them. You've never told them how attractive you find them. You've hidden it all. A High Priestess hides everything till the perfect time. So intuitively you know this person's the right person for you. The relationship that you want to create with them is the relationship that you want moving forward. And it is a cycle that needs to be complete. Look at that, the World card here. And the Six of Pentacles, putting in the time and effort to get this to grow. But like I said, you're expecting resistance. Princess of Cups, friendly communication. You are suited and booted though, because you expect the other person to just reject you. But when you send that communication out and make that decision to move towards them. Two of Wands, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward because you're sending communication out. You're building that bridge, first of all. And look at that, it's something from the past, the Six of Cups. You're reminiscing heavily on times that you've spent with this person. It could be that they're from your formative years, but you're looking back at those times that you, or moments that you have spent with each other, energy that you have shared, and you're looking back at it and saying, I really want that back in my life now. The Magician here, sending out signs and synchronicities. Lots and lots and lots of them. It's overwhelming. So this person here is going to be in no doubt in their mind that you are determined to come towards them and that you do think about them. So you've got all the resources in the book moving forward. You're free, you're healed, brand new start. But you're also paving the way. You're sending out signs and synchronicities to tell this person, I'm still thinking of you, even though I've never told you. Four of Pentacles, I've never told you how attractive I find you. I've never told you how much I really love your energy, that I want to sit in the same room as you, that I would love to spend quality time with you. And because of that, it's a nightmare. You're expecting this person to reject you because you haven't spoken about it. It's almost like you've created this relationship in your head, and now it's just so insurmountable. It's like, is it ever going to be as good as it is in my imagination? Get rid of that way of thinking. Nothing is. Nothing's ever perfect. Life is not perfect. You've got to face reality. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. It's seeds well planted. You planted seeds between both of you that you liked each other, and you do consider them, like you've turned up in your own reading, you do consider them to be a soulmate energy. And look at that. You've never given up on the situation. You feel divinely guided towards them. There is something about this person that you cannot shake. And it is a burden. Ten of Wands, burden being in this situation here, the situation you created last time, but also a burden coming towards this one, because it means that you need to transform in some way, shape or form, but only for your highest good. There's a reason, there's a lesson. There was a reason for meeting this person. There's a reason for creating this scenario, and there were lessons to be learned. Nine of Cups, you want to be able to celebrate with them in a very physical sense, so sitting in the same physical space as each other. The reason for all this, you know who they are to you now, this Hermit's journey. So it's this distance that's between you and non-communication has helped you evaluate this connection and what it means to you. You miss this person, but more importantly, you've recognised who they are, on what elements they bring to your life when they were in it, which is beautiful. And changing yourself, so changing aspects of yourself in order to get the best out of yourself in situations moving forward. And you do want to be victorious in that transformative period and coming towards this person. Now, speaking the truth can come across as a little bit cold, but speaking the truth and saying, this is how I feel about you. I adore you. I always have done. I always will do. You are my soulmate. Queen of Cups. Very nurturing, creating a brand new situation away from all of this hidden emotions. Never told this person how you feel about them. They have no clue. The Moon here, with these fears that hold you back. What is the fear? Is it the fear that the other person's gone off the boil? Is it the fear that the person's just doesn't recognise you in that way? Perhaps they've found someone else. Perhaps they don't want anything to do with you, and that's what you're thinking with that Nine of Swords kind of energy. It's very destructive. Ten of Pentacles. So you do see this person as not only having an emotionally nurturing nature, but you also see them as this situation having longevity. You can introduce your family to them if you have family, or it's the thought of creating a family with them. It's spending quality time with them. You want to spend quality time with them. It is a committed situation you want to create. And there we go, Six of Swords. You want to get this back on to an even keel. You just want just two of you in this boat. No outside interference, no third party nonsense. And you have been thinking about coming towards them in a very, very like it was yesterday. But there is a process, and the process for you is that healing process. It's about you making changes in your heart space and your mind in order to come towards this person, in order to recognise them. More confirmation, Three of Cups. Too many people. And it does bring a huge amount of inner frustration, because it's kind of like time's of the essence, and I wish I'd done this sooner. But there's lessons. The universe doesn't work like that. There are lessons there to be learned from having that distance between both of you. And look, the lessons that you've learned is, I do want to commit to this. I want a committed situation. It's almost like I want to marry this person. I'm using sheer willpower and determination to bring about abundance in my life. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles, working really hard on your finances and career. Working really hard on the Queen in order to free yourself to have a brand new start at life. And the Three of Pentacles, working really hard on your emotional, psychological aspects in order to come out kind of like reborn away from this Tower moment. Because the Tower is here because this person isn't in your life. Serenos energy here. So sheer willpower and determination. Primordial kind of energy within you. You're making those 3D changes in order to come towards this person, in order to say to them, you are my soulmate and I want to be with you. I want to create a life with you moving forward. I want this connection to be in my life always. I don't want to be distant from you anymore. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Don't want to be distant from you anymore. I want to be able to interact with you, because I just can't. Over here there's a discord between us and I can't come towards you, but I feel I can now. The Nine of Pentacles, I've got everything is balanced. My psychological and emotional responses are balanced. I can move forward. I feel whole. I feel worthy of coming towards you. Wow. Why? I don't know. Accept my cup of apology for creating low vibrational situations, and it's almost like enticing the other person into a player kind of situation. Does that make sense? Like it's like using someone in order to get somebody else's attention, and they just got caught in the crossfire. But now actually reflecting upon it, wow, the person that you were introducing to all of these energies actually is your soulmate. That's huge, isn't it? And look at that. Princess of Pentacles, so very thoughtful communication. Very creative in how you spark this communication. But it has been a long time coming. Like I said, there's distance between you, and the Two of Cups there. Divine union. Divine union. You want to go through all these energies because you do consider this person to be the relationship that you want. So every other relationship kind of like pales into comparison. You're looking at those other relationships and saying, with this Hangman here, God, they were awful. All those other relationships were just no growth. There was just something about these people that attracted me to them. Perhaps they were very attractive people. Perhaps they were, I don't know. There was something shiny about every single person that you've chosen for some reason, they're saying. But your soulmate differs from anybody that you've ever known, ever experienced. And I think that in itself is a bit scary, because it's not your usual type and expectations. You didn't expect that to be your soulmate. The person that you're recognizing as your soulmate, you certainly didn't think they would ever be your soulmate, because they are so different from you. Wow. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? You wear me out, guys. You really do. Look at that. Truthful new beginning with a challenge in there because you shared something from the past. And look at that. A passionate new start at life. Building bridges. Jumping over that. Taking a leap of faith with that full energy. Building bridges. To experience something that you do find this person attractive though. So it's a bit betwixt energy. It's like almost like two magnets. You go towards them and you pull back, you go towards them and you pull back, and it's just like indecisiveness. If I commit to this, it's almost like talking yourself out of it. If I commit to this course of action, then that's it then. We could never go back to being just friends. But you're not friends at the moment. There is no dialogue between both of you. Or perhaps you are friends, but you're certainly not speaking to each other. King of Pentacles here. I'm here to stay. We can work through anything. Nothing is insurmountable. And the Princess of Wands. I do find you attractive and I do want an intimate relationship with you. It's not just friends. I do see you as a little bit more than that. And away from this very being bound to an old way of life. Just beautiful. I'm just going to sign this bit off with an activation card. They've just told me to do it. So you do wear me out, guys. Seriously, as a reader, I don't even know who this is for, but 4 readings and I could only get this one out. Well, the other one's an hour long. So let's say you call chakra. What have we got here? The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance into our lives. What you're doing, you're manifesting with the Magician card there, and also with reminiscing about this person. Romantic love, look at that. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with, God, I can't even read this. Feel the whole so yeah, please forgive me. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Oh, what was it saying? Oh, conscious lover. That means a real one. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Just going to have a look and see how the other person feels about you if I can. Okay, so how does the other person feel about Aquarius? Well, quite quick. Disappointed, but the seeds were planted. They were disappointed that it just didn't come to fruition, and neither of you went back to water these, but there is a sense of, you almost get a sense of peace with this person here. They know that there is something playing out in the background, and I feel that they're just waiting. Perhaps because you are soulmates, you can read each other's energy, but it's kind of like, yeah, okay, feel a little bit unstable and a little bit about the situation at the moment, but I know that things will change eventually. On the 8 of Earth here, they do want to put the time and effort in to know you again, but the 5 of Earth here is a huge amount of instability. So I feel that when this broke down in the first instance, it was a bit like, oh God, really, this person's heart was put through the ringer. Because they never told you how much they love you. And even if you are a soulmate energy, the distance between you, not being able to communicate with you, has left this person in a very depleted heart space. But they do want to nurture this connection. They want to get to know you again. Look at this. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Care for yourself and others. And look at this. They couldn't come towards you because last time they were rejected, so they're not going to put their energy back into a situation that is not going to serve them. So they know their boundaries now, so withdrawing their energy and not entertaining a third or feeding a third party situation has allowed them to kind of like grow emotionally and psychologically, I feel. 2 of Air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Of course there's a problem without you. They want to come towards you. Okay, they're pretending there isn't a problem without you, but there's a resistance there. They need to do it, and it wasn't taken lightly. This person here, it really did hurt their heart, not being able to speak to you, not being able to contact you, and having to make that decision to almost like cut you off. But they had to do it. And look at that. You are the sun in their life. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So I feel that when you do send communication out, the 8 of 5, things start to really heat up for this person. A lot of busy energy. And they do want to take a leap of faith towards you. They want to get to know you again with this Page of Earth. Steady communication. They want to be, it's almost like deciding to interact with you and to grow this, to get these seeds to bud. Chariot, they thought about taking a trip towards you or moving their energy towards you many times, but because you invited or created a choice situation, why would you keep feeding that? Why would you? If the other person doesn't recognise your worth, you're not going to keep feeding it, are you? And I think this person's fed it and fed it and fed your ego, and then just said, no, I'm not entertaining that anymore. I don't want to be a second choice. I don't want to be on the back burner. I love Aquarius, but they don't love me in the same way. So I'm going to take my energy somewhere else. And I'm going to heal from this situation. And that's exactly what they've done. So yeah, 10 of water. And this is what they ultimately want, which is the same thing that you want. 10 of water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met in trustworthy relationships. And they do want a brand new start with you. But obviously that challenge in there is this awful elephant in the room. This third party situation has to be tackled. The challenge is both of you getting through that negative and tackling that subject. And look, they do want to put the time and effort into this now, but they do want to speak their truth, and they want to tell you, okay, if you want a brand new beginning, if you want to come towards me, if you want this to exist again, we're going to have to tackle this, whatever that third party situation was. We're going to have to be honest with each other. And look at that. And the reason why is because they are in the 9 of Earth. They're in their element, just like you. They've had to really pull their socks up, but they feel confident about the future. They're confident in themselves. There's a lot of va-va-voom about them. It's both of you could take or leave this, but both of you want it. So you have to be able to be honest, open and honest with each other. And look at that, Knight of Fire. So when you come in, this person is very passionate about the future. They're like, oh, Aquarius is back in. Future looks good, but also it's getting a bit giddy, a bit heated in here, and I feel a little bit frustrated because I'm not too sure how this is going to pan out. So I feel that they are going to see what you bring to the table, Aquarius. And if you are committed enough to stay this time, or to put the time and effort in. But this person, just like you, does consider you to be a soulmate. So you're both singing from the same hymn sheet. And look at that. Knight of Fire, Knight of Earth, steady energy, but it is popping with passion. But they're having to make a decision here. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honour your commitments. So commitment to your soulmate, a commitment to their happiness. So they want to renew this. They want to be able to share a life with you. They want to build this. They want these seeds to grow. So they are going to put the time and effort into this. But look at this, the Four of Air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. It's almost like they got to a point where they were going to withdraw their energy completely. Which means, you know, it's 1 foot out the door. They're nearly out the door. They're nearly closing it. Because time, you can't stand still for people. even if they are soulmates. If one of you doesn't recognise it, you've still got to get on with life. Because, you know, one person may not recognise it till they're 90. And what are you going to do? Sit round for the next 40 years waiting for somebody to make a decision? Life's not like that. You need to still keep progressing, because there are lessons to be learnt through different situations, different scenarios. If you're soulmates, you're always meant to be together. You will find your way back to each other at some stage. And in what capacity that is, only you will know. But both of you have a lot of love for each other and want a relationship with each other. More importantly, you want to share your life with each other, which is beautiful. So I am going to sign it off with some romance angels and angel answers. Gosh, I feel so tired now. It's unreal. Yeah, if any Aquarians out there that are experiencing problems, just email me, please. Because the readings sometimes are so draining, and I have to get through the rest of the other readings, and it isn't, I'm not being weird when I say it, but it does take a tremendous amount of effort. a year from now, so it's just an extended period of time. You may have already gone through that though, so compromise and you're ready. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Yep. So we've got a year from now, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, compromise, release your ex, time's come to clear your energy. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? You're ready. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You've also got here, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It's not unrequited. You're ready to take that mask off, I feel, and just own up to yourself. It's not unrequited. You do love this person. Free yourself. It's time to step back, control of your life. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moments and honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Oh, crumbs just fell on the floor. Anything else? Anything else? I'm just going to do some moonology cards for you. Communication is key. Of course it is. Can't do anything without communication, and I mean verbal communication rather than energetic. Okay, as otherwise nothing will change. You're very close to achieving your goals, so it has to be physical moves rather than energetic. Your commitment is being tested. What do you need to release? Conclusions are within reach. Bring love into this situation. Confidence is your key to success, and it's time to take action. If it did resonate with you, Aquarius, please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click the thumbs up button. If anybody out there is who knows of an Aquarius that has an inordinate amount of energetic issues or relationship things just a bit stuck at the minute, please ask them to just contact me. Okay, and if I don't hear from you beforehand, have a beautiful week, and I love you loads. Take care.